Gathering the storm comes a tall, handsome man in a dusty black coat with a red right hand.
Hello and welcome to that Double D team. I'm D.
I'm DIGA.
And today's episode, by order of the Peaky fucking Blinders, is a season 4 review of the latest season.
Big. So much stuff has happened this season. Like, just from
the first episode for me, favourite episode of the season, till the build up and the climactic finale.
I thought everything, the dialogue through the whole season was just crazy.
Oh, you always get your little Tom Hardy, Cillian Murphy one-on-one bit of dialogue.
Tom Hardy still the show every time.
Didn't disappoint.
Every time.
Once again, Alfie Solomons. Yes. So yeah, overall season was epic. Nothing less than what's expected of Peaky Blinders. We'll cap things off. Character assessments. Starting off with the Shelby family. Start off with John. R.I.P. John.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he was the first one to go in the war with the Changretta family. Obviously, because that's what happened you were saying, was it in season 3?
Like, I think he should just take care of all of them. Don't leave the wife to go back to New York, because she went back and obviously told her son. He came through with the hand, the whole team, and they sprayed my boy up, man. Caught him slipping outside his house.
Mm-hmm. Little wound to Michael as well.
Yeah.
Through that as well, but John got taken out. All because, I mean, Tommy tried to recruit him. Like, come, we need a family meeting, let's all get together, go back to Birmingham and I'll be safe. But in that moment, Esme was like, no, we're going to go on the road with travellers. Yeah, we've just got a new little kid, let's go on the road with that one. Michael was sent to pick him up, but too late. If John would have originally came
when they told him to,
it'd have been alright, and then no. So Michael was there. Fortunately, Michael survived, did catch a stray bullet, but he survived because the other two that he caught came through John. Yeah. So he didn't have much of an impact. John was a sick character though, especially like some of the stuff that he did in Soldier 3. In season 3, he was a bad man. So sad that he was gone, but you'd always expect someone to have died in a war like this. So
but what caught me off guard was it just happened.
First episode, that's something
just like that.
For me, that's why, especially when Michael caught the bullet and then the episode ended, you're like,
yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, because like the season opens up with like a little recap of what happened in season 3. Then you see Tommy, what's happened, or then he gets the letter. Then he needs to formulate a plan.
So deep.
Oh,
Peaky fucking Blinders.
So eldest brother, Arthur. Obviously, he was the one that actually put the bullet in the father. So he started technically he was the main guy that started the war. Obviously, it was by order of Tommy to get stuff done, but
should have just cut him.
So obviously, he needs to be the one that, as the eldest brother, the guy that did the deed, he needs to put the bullet in Luca now in this war. But Arthur's obviously found God. He's got his wife who's trying to calm him down, and
it's weird.
In one great scene where she's like, what is it, we keep his bellies full and his balls dry. Just keep him at home, keep him happy with sex, keep him fed. He's not going to be outside running around with guns, innit, as a gangster. Yeah, he's at home reading the Bible.
Yeah, he was kind of like he was 50-50 through the whole season.
He was struggling,
but he kind of got it back within like the last 3 episodes, I think.
Yeah,
like, he
once he started getting on the sniff and the powder and the drink.
Back on the devil's dandruff.
The devil's dandruff. Yeah,
you know.
That power. He really went, especially I think it was episode 4, when the blood was thrown, the paint was thrown on him. It looked like he was dripping with blood, and then he took out 2 of the men. And Tommy's like, 15 men have been sent here. He's like, no, 13.
Got 2 of them.
Yes, Arthur. Yeah, proper bad man.
But when they caught him slipping at the end.
Yeah, we'll probably sum up the whole end episode later on. We'll just do a quick recap, because I don't want to give anything away. It is a spoiler review episode, but as previously mentioned, Michael had caught a bullet earlier on. Then he was in hospital recovering.
Basically, through like the whole season, he was
kind of laid off. He was a sub character because he was recovering, wasn't he? Then obviously he was attacked by Luca in hospital, but didn't pull the trigger because he was like, this is just a warning, I can easily get to you, let your mum know.
Show you how easy you can get touched.
How easily it could happen. So obviously he's like, yeah, let your mum know this is what it can be. So Michael's thinking, why do I need to tell Polly what's going on here?
Yeah,
so when she comes to visit, so obviously Polly, we're like, she's struck a little deal with Luca.
She like that.
She wants revenge on Tommy from what happened in the previous season, and she's obviously still feeling distraught in this type of purgatory type of world where she feels.
She was kind of tripping through.
Because in episode 1 we had the scene where they're all in prison, and they're all being taken to the gantry to be hung.
Yeah.
And then
she was tripping.
At the final minute, you get the nooses taken off your neck, but you're like,
the final second.
She couldn't really come back from that, could she? So we're thinking, she's gone to the dark side now. She's giving up Tommy.
That shit was crazy.
But she gave up Tommy to save Michael and herself, so they could go to Australia to live a life and take him out of the game. So you can kind of see the angle, but like, you're betraying your family though. So we're struggling with that. We're thinking, Polly, what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you setting up Tommy? But you're thinking Tommy's always got a plan, so he should be alright.
Rule number 1 of Peaky Blinders: Tommy Shelby is 2 steps ahead. All
the time.
That's it.
Especially, I think, was it the part where they come to take him out with the guns, and he's in the high-rise like flats type, and he's just there. He's got his guns.
Every little spot he went to, they were like,
he knew he'd be trapped.
They were machine guns.
He knew he'd be there. He knew he'd be followed up the stairs. So he had guns and a little turret machine gun set up ready to take him out in the car below.
That was the best shit ever.
Then he started telling all the civilians go indoors. Like, obviously, he's a Birmingham lad. He didn't want no locals injured.
Yeah, trust.
He had the next little gun stashed further away from him to stash, strap up and carry on. He took out a couple of guys, but obviously not Luca.
He murked off like 3 of them.
3? He took out 3. So if you're taking bodies, Tommy 3, Arthur 2, Abadama Gold 2 as well. Yeah. So we'll mention Abadama Gold, played by Aidan Gillen, or you might know him as Littlefinger from Game of Thrones.
He's still Carcetti to me.
Carcetti, the Wire.
It's Carcetti.
Good actor. But from previous episodes we've seen and seasons of previous shows, I expected him to be a bit more slimy, a bit more double crossy.
Yeah, but he played the Littlefinger role so perfect. Like he
probably wanted him to switch it up a little.
Yeah, kind of stay away from it. But he did play a dope role.
He played it well. He had a bit of chemistry with Polly.
Oh yeah, they boned. They boned. Safe to say they boned.
Oh, hard outside with nature. But I think his little storyline out with his son, like was it Bonnie Gold?
His son's
Buddy Gold,
dope boxer.
Yeah, some sick little gypsy piker.
Small, but
yeah. I think because obviously in the finale he goes up against Alfie's boxer Goliath against
basically David.
But yeah, I thought their his little angle as well in conversations with Tommy were really good, especially the one where he's like, I'm going to buy the shop, I'm going to buy the yard, and it's like, we'll flip a coin for it, and Tommy just comes with the dialogue, and you can double bluff each person the best, who's got the balls, who's willing to put it all on the line, and Abadama wasn't about that game, not against Tommy.
I'm trying to risk it all like that.
But he still carried himself with a bit of swag, man, some nice gypsy swag.
Always come through in a nice coat and
always
hat,
warm.
You know.
Yeah, and I like when he came through and he took out 2 of the men. He had the he had some game.
You can't fuck with them gypsies, boy. They murder you and move the whole camp. Next morning,
gone. Yeah, you're not gonna find them. That's why I like when Polly moved Michael around. What we're giving to him, you're not gonna be found by the Changrettas and no one.
I ain't even gonna know you at.
Another little third member party that pops up is now a season regular, which is the great Tom Hardy as Alfie Solomons. What a character. He pops up in the season again, couple of episodes, and we'll leave the finale until just a minute or 2, and then we'll fully recap.
Tom Hardy.
Scene stealer.
Every time.
The dialogue that he just delivers is just awesome.
Every time.
I think...
Like, you're what?
Now, you're what? Because like him and Tommy always have great dialogue and scenes together.
When they go back to back.
But I think him and Changretta stole it for me this season.
Yeah.
Like their conversation when he's there meditating in silence with his eyes closed. Now the nerve and cheek to have your eyes closed when a mob boss comes to confront you to have a conversation, and the audacity from him.
Yeah. It's just the way he words everything.
Yeah, it's like, you ready to open your eyes yet? It's like, no, yeah. How long have I got left on the watch? Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2. He opens his eyes.
And when he opens his eyes, like, he doesn't even greet the guy. He just goes straight in. Boom.
Yeah. You're a what, mate? That's 500.
Yeah, obviously he's my friend. And
Yeah. That's another 500.
You know, like, he basically turned the hit into, like, I swear it was like 1,500.
Yeah. Now we got to talk about reparations.
You know?
Yeah. I need a couple hundred for the job. One for each my man. I need 500 because he's a close personal friend. One, it's going to be a difficult job. And another 500 because you're a what, mate?
Yeah, you're a fucking what, mate?
To say it to his face and insulting like that after
it was just...
Changretta had already been insulting him in Italian to his little boys.
But my guy knows.
But Hardy knew Italian.
He knows Russian, he knows everything.
He's like, Shelby was right. You come here to murder us all, because like they made an agreement that because Changretta wanted him to bring some of his boys into the boxing match, so that they could do a hit and take out Tommy for good, and then that feud would be over.
Good plan.
Good plan, yeah. But and Changretta's willing to give Hardy whatever he wants, Alfie whatever he wants. Like, I'll import your rum, even though like he's like, rum's not selling well. We want gin. He's like, no, I've got rum. Like, you need to sell this. This is part of the deal. I need all this money. And he's like, okay, fine. So then Hardy's a bit suspicious. Like, you just made a deal without haggling. You know, no arrangements. Like, you're not one to be trusted, mate.
Sorry.
But as you wanted to get to, mate, let's get to the finale, the final, the boxing match. You've got Buddy Gold versus the Goliath. And obviously that's a setup for where Changretta wants his plan to go, because he wants to sneak some guys in, which you find out Alfie agrees to. He sneaks him in, even though he warned Changretta that you're going to have to get both your boys circumcised, because Alfie's boys will check.
Definitely check.
He goes through with it.
That's crazy. Like,
he gets him in.
Imagine this, to pull a hit off. You have to go get you have to go get snipped up. What kind of haircut is that?
That's not one I want.
Franken beans.
Franken beans.
But yeah, that's deep. So he got the guys in, and Arthur's there, and he's just watching them. Like, he's
but then Arthur's in like the party mood. Like, it's a big boxing night event. You're getting money in tonight because you know the fight's fixed. You know Buddy's gonna knock him out in the fourth. You've got money on it, so he's been drinking. He's got some whiskey. He's been taking a little. Yeah. So he's hyped.
Devil's dead.
Yeah, but he's still on the point. Like, he's a Peaky Blinder. I mean, he's looking out. He knows like the Italians ain't giving up. So he's clocked the guys at ringside. Don't look
like they train.
That
like,
part of the show. Yeah, they're not boxing men.
Yeah.
They're not boxing men.
They don't know fucking boxing.
Yeah. But Tommy's like dismissing this like that.
He's like, nah, calm down, man.
It's the liquor, mate. It's the liquor. Yeah, just leave it alone.
Yeah.
So he's like, alright, he sits down, carry on watching the match, and you're watching it. And then this one guy starts leaving. Like, why the fuck is one trainer leaving?
Yeah.
You know,
when you guys boxing,
fight, during a big fight,
in the middle, like, come on, man. So he goes and follows him.
Arthur's not having none of that. Arthur gets off, follows him. So he's thinking, okay, this is like a little flashback to when both of them were in.
I remember that one.
With the blood scene we were talking about before, and he's hacking man up. But it also had a little element to, because he knew where he was going and what was going to happen. It brought me back to when Tommy went downstairs to the cellar to see his chef, and he confronted him. That was another big scene.
Yeah, that was a very big scene.
Because once Tommy triggered, like, because he'd not been paying attention to what was going on in his home, but once he got the letter, he took off. He's like, right, I need to get my game back on, get my head back on. And then he realises, wait, who's this chef I've been hearing about? This French chef. He's French. No, he's got an Italian accent. What?
Asking, like, who's going to be there?
Who's going to be there? What time specifically?
Like, why do you need to know that? Just cook the food.
So yeah, so that whole scene about bringing him to that cellar and setting him up, knowing what's going to happen, having a confrontation, that just reminded me now.
I can't lie.
When Arthur followed him, I'm like, this is what's going to happen. Something's going to go down.
I can't lie. When I was seeing it, it was intense.
It was big, intense. Especially when you go back to the boxing match as well, and you see Tommy then looking, and then he sees that the other trainer then leaves.
Yeah, he's like, nah, something ain't right.
So 2 trainers have left. Arthur's not here.
Boxer's still fighting.
What's going on? The fight's going on. I need to go and investigate. Then you got both Shelby brothers now in the back
same
room.
time. Polly, she peeps it because she's on this team.
She well, prior to that, she was getting liquored up with all the girls, having a little touch up of the pregnant girl's chest, saying, "Oh, you can have a little baby girl."
Girl.
Yeah, Aida in there as well. Although I think Aida, we don't really mention Aida. I think she's kind of grown now into a proper Shelby character.
Yeah, she's on it
from
now.
season 1 and 2 when she was like kind of communistic and didn't really want to be involved in the game. She's a very strong.
She swerved it out.
Especially when she walks into the pub with the other communist girls at Jessie Eden, and she's like, "Women aren't allowed in." Oh, sorry love, I didn't realise it was you.
Yeah, because you
Like,
know why?
I'll have a whiskey and water.
They hold weight.
Yeah, with ice. Like, we don't do ice. But like, okay, your establishment's been brought to the attention of the Peaky Blinders for your lack of ice.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And she just walks over to the best table, just looks at the guy sat there, don't say anything, just my man knows, gets up, moves, sits down.
Yeah.
Like, boss.
You can't fuck with the Shelby.
She was bad.
Not in the 20s.
She's not fully on Polly levels yet.
Oh no, you've never been Polly's levels.
No, because Polly's got that eccentric, like, wild cardness about her that
you know who Polly reminds me of? Jack's mom.
Jax Teller's mom.
Wow.
Yes.
Just different time eras.
Different time eras, yeah. I think she's probably got a bit more gypsy about her, like with the hallucinations and the visions and the ghosts and that. But
that shit kind of creeps me out, you know.
Yeah. But in that time, in that scene, in that circle of life, though, it's all very real and believable.
The scene that she had with Abu Dhabi, and like she was talking about how like basically she's like a princess witch type bullshit
in her family.
Come on, man.
She's eccentric.
Yo, that shit goes down. You know, when you start doing a couple tips and you start like, you know.
So she's tricked the situation and she's followed Tommy and Arthur to the backstage now.
She got a strap to it. Don't get it twisted. She pulls the gun out and she's walking.
She's walking through the crowd with it. Like, she don't give a fuck.
She don't care.
Zero foxes.
You know.
So then you switch to Arthur, then going through the shadows in the background, ready to find out what's going to go on, trying to take out his man, and then boom.
Gets caught slipping.
Some steel wire behind over his neck, about to be choked out. Although
the hand there.
he does manage to get the 2 finger, like the bartender shout like, yeah, give me 2 fingers of whiskey, like just there ready to stop it.
2 fingers.
2 fingers. So you don't get the full
the guy's still doing
steel on his throat,
but the hand, and it shows the hand getting cut off. I was like this the whole time.
He's trying to reach for his gun with his spare hand, like.
Yeah.
It was an intense scene.
I thought,
as Peaky always does,
I thought Tom was gonna come out of nowhere, bust the guy, kill him.
But you stay focused on Arthur being choked for at least a good 30 seconds more. You're thinking what's gonna happen, and then he seems to just body goes limp.
Yeah.
Italian gets up, thinks right, job's done. Starts wiping off the.
Bow. Catch one.
Yeah. Tommy comes flying through. Takes him out like, what the fuck have you done to my brother? Then goes to see Arthur, see what's going on. Doesn't look good. Looks distraught. Goes to Polly's on the way. Goes to see Polly. Stops Polly.
I was laying there watching it like this. I swear I was like this.
I was like, what's going on?
After I was holding my hand, you have to watch the scene. The shit was intense.
We did discuss this prior to it though, and I did kind of think. I did call someone.
You did say it.
With a finale, I thought
the way
someone's going to have to be big. I did say Arthur or Polly.
But the way you said it, I was thinking like, nah, they can't take him out. Like
you've already lost John.
So you know that's why.
But that was for the impact of the opening episode.
I just opened your eyes.
You still need to equal it for the finale.
Like, you have to understand, this is Peaky fucking Blinders. The 4 fucking seasons.
Because you knew a big kill was going to happen, and you assume it was going to be Luca because you think Peaky will win. Yeah. But you think Luca's not just going to die easy and Peaky going to win easy. They're going to have to lose someone.
He'd take some red shirts out. Anything. You know?
But then again, like you said, numbers didn't dwindled. There's not many of them left.
Yeah, true say.
And because I think you mentioned it in earlier episodes, because of the code, like no children and women. So like it only left just a few, just the brothers literally, and Michael. And because Michael had been sent to New York by Tommy to deal with some business.
And he had the preacher's son, and Finn.
And that's pretty much it. I don't think the preacher's son was really at risk. He might catch a stray, but he wasn't on the list. It was Finn, Tommy, Arthur, Michael. Michael was out the picture. You think they've killed Arthur, so it's just Tommy and Finn left now. Tommy's there, obviously grieving, so he goes to tell Polly. But we don't see it. We see the scene, but it goes silent. Yeah. Obviously, we think we're telling her because you see the expression on Polly's face, like something's gone down. Tommy runs to the boxing, tells Finn.
But then they catch the other guy.
But yeah, because he goes to the ring, tells Finn and the preacher's son, like, Arthur's died, they've killed him, come with me, we've got the other guy.
And they caught him slipping.
They caught him, he's on the floor, he's trying to beg for his life.
Take his eye.
He's like, Finn, get him, you killed Arthur. Finn's just beating him up, he's getting encouraged on, he's booting him up, he's stamping him out. And then Tommy just gives the order, like, take his eyes.
Take his fucking eye.
Yeah, man. So the hat just comes off, just takes him. Yeah, by order. And you think, right, Finn's now a Peaky Blinder.
He's officially
He's a youngin. He was slightly hesitant to like get fully involved, but now
he's blooded.
He's blooded. He's got his first one.
First body.
But he don't really seem to do much though, because like Tommy goes to the ring, he starts shooting a gun, saying right, no one leaves. My brother's been killed. I need to find out what happens, but he's all emotional.
Shut the whole shit down. Can't no. If you didn't
no
leave
one goes, no one leaves.
The match after the first 15, 20 seconds after the shit ended, you was not leaving.
Because the match is kind of over by now because Buddy's celebrating in the ring. It was obviously fixed for the 4th round because Buddy's a lethal fucker. He takes out the Goliath, knocks him out, although Buddy is bloodied up, but gypsy blood, he can take a beating.
Yeah. He's fucking him up.
Tommy's emotional in the ring. They bypass that, they leave him out, obviously. Then Changretta, Luca needs to get it sorted.
Yeah.
But Tommy's distraught from Arthur's death, so he makes contact with Luca's mum, wants to try and end the feud, and then you see them have their little confrontation, and she's laying down some ground rules to the feud. Like, you killed my father and my son, we killed 2 of your brothers. Kind of even. We'll end the feud, but you must sign over all your assets to us, like Shelby Corporate Limited, all your little bookies, all your houses, where you own your properties, all of that. And they seem to agree because like you've got the family there, innit? You've got Tommy, Polly, and Finn, like pretty much what's left of the Blinders.
And then Michael comes back for a hot second.
We've already sent him off to New York for business.
Right, business purposes.
Yeah, right, for what happened, because obviously Tommy wasn't happy with the fact that he didn't tell him.
Right,
he was getting set up by Polly, even though Tommy knew the situation that Polly was being set up, so it was a catch-22 for Michael. So I still think he's slightly angry at him, but he'll forgive him because he chose his mum, and he's still part of the Blinders. He's got business to take care of because he trusts him, and I think being angry at him,
he's gonna have a little talk with him though. Guarantees
he will. Shit again. But the fact that Tommy's angry at him will probably force Michael to actually go to America with less struggle. Yeah, that was true. Without questioning too much. Because you notice in that scene, Polly didn't really do too much to say anything. Yeah. She was just like, don't apologise, just go. That was good. So Tommy's ready, agrees to the stipulation. They agreed to meet. I think where did they meet? In Tommy's brewery? I think where he's been doing his gin, because all season he's been trying to master his gin. It's been too sweet. It's been
which I think is
not strong enough. Perfect now, because when he shags Jessie Eden, and he gets a liquor on the gin, she don't complain. Whereas the previous girls that he's tried to entertain through the season says it's too sweet or not nice enough. So he's mastered his formula, which also is what he wants to master, is doing the exporting business to the US. Yeah. Which is why Changretta is kind of like a stick in the mud for him doing this.
Yeah, because the families in New York, they don't fuck about it. If you trying to make money like that, you're not putting someone else on. Yeah, it's gonna be a
especially
problem.
the time period you're in with the 1920s, like prohibition area. So it's a fruitful time if you can export high quality alcohol from UK abroad.
Yeah, money. Get money. Do the dance. Yeah.
They're in the brewery. Changretta comes in with about 8 goons. Yeah. All Tommy gummed up, like proper Italian mafia mob bosses.
And there was only probably 3 of them. Three of the Shelbys.
Just the Shelbys that are left, Tommy and Polly and Finn. Yeah. Although that, you can tell Finn's definitely bloodied now and involved. Tommy's been trying to do that throughout the season. Because this is like an ultimate meeting. And they've included him in it. Yeah. Like, you don't see the preacher's son. This is family. Yeah. And he's old enough now to be involved. And then you have a nice... I don't think it's the best dialogue. It's good. And it's an intense scene. But it's more of Luca kind of preening. And like just putting Shelby down and insulting him because he thinks
he was just trying to show off.
It's game over for you. Like we signed these assets over.
But not only that, sign it on the floor.
Yeah, because Tommy didn't do it straight away.
He's like, joking? Knock the table over.
Yeah, puts the contract on the floor, throws the pen down. Like, you sign this shit for me now, otherwise, gets the toothpick out. Yeah. One of my men, they kill you. To be honest, though, Adrian Brody does really well in this. I think as Luca, he's a really good enemy. a good yin and yang to Tommy on screen.
Yeah.
Especially their previous first encounter where they see him in his shop and he's already got his henchmen to come in and take the bullets out of Tommy's gun. So when they have the conversation, he's just sat there, just unarmed, just chilling. Tommy reaches for his gun. He tells him it's unarmed. Yeah, I already get the bullets. So yeah, it's really it's really good scene. I enjoyed Luca throughout the season, but Tommy, as Tommy is, he's like again, he gets down on his knees. He's all right, but then here comes
rule number one.
The third act monologue from Thomas Shelby.
He's always 2 steps ahead.
Always 2 steps ahead, and he goes on to explain how he knows what's been going on. So he's been in contact with other families in New York and explained the situation that's been going on, how he's killed a few of your bloodline and you're the only one left. So they're quite vying to take up his position, his property, all of that in New York, and with him not being in there, they can quite easily do it. But not only that, he's been having a conversation with someone from Chicago. Goes by the name of Alphonse Capone.
Yeah.
And this name drop for me was like, wow. Yeah. Are they going there?
Yeah. I was like,
are they going there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because like me and you both massive fans of Boardwalk.
Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah. Seasons review to be coming
definitely
soonish. Yeah. Great show set around the Prohibition era. So we're thinking, okay, Alphonse Capone's been name dropped from Chicago. Tommy Shelby's been speaking to him, setting up a little business, trying to get stuff imported with his gin. And if we go back to the fact he sent Michael to New York, Michael's been liaising with those New York families to be like, yeah, once the Changrettas are gone, you can distribute through us. I'm going to be based in New York. I'll probably be taking over most of Changretta's businesses. Operate through us. We've got it all sorted. And Changretta's confused, like, nah, you've not got this sorted at all, mate. Like, you know who I am? That we're his family. It's like, you are a family, or you were. You're the last one. And now that everyone's gone, people work for money.
Yeah.
Including
the guys you got behind you.
All those guys that are Tommy gunned up behind you, who we've previously had a conversation with the guys we've been speaking to on the phone, and they now work for money, which I've paid up. Like,
just see all those
turns
guys.
around to his number one. He's like, even you, Tony. With the little with the fingers,
Yeah, he was hurt. He was crushed.
He was crushed. And that was just awesome. So you think, this is where you think, like, Tommy Shelby's risen. You think, okay.
That's how he does it. 2 steps ahead.
He's done it. And and then he starts having a fight, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And everyone just leaves him to it. Because, like, the respect, like, you know, Tommy's got this, let him do what he needs to do. And then he just knocks him out. He gets the upper hand. And, busts him out with a pipe. But he don't kill him. He's like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, through some doors, the shadowy figure just bolts through the smoke and the light.
My man.
And it's Arthur. And you're like, well, he's back from the dead.
Yeah.
But not really the dead. Finn's like shook. Like,
yo, is it a ghost? I was like this.
Like, wow, it's happened. So you think, okay, crazy. That's where Tommy's words up Finn earlier on to tell him that he's died, to get him to actually flood him through to do the act.
Yeah.
But then you go back to the conversation he had with Polly, and we hear the audible this time.
Yeah.
And he's like, Arthur's badly hurt. He's not dead, he's badly hurt. But we need to make him think that he's dead. We've got to go and tell him he's dead. We've got to act that he's dead. Only tell me, you, and Arthur's wife.
Yeah. And
they're the only ones that knew the truth. Because when Polly goes to tell Arthur's wife and you see the conversation, she sells it well. Yeah. She's distraught.
She, like, when I first seen it, she was distraught. When I seen that again, I'm thinking, like, bitch, you playing. Like, you can kind of see, like...
She's probably distraught from the fact that he's badly injured and that someone's tried to take his life. Yeah. So, like, she's upset.
That's what she's upset about. But
rather than, like... Because, like, to be honest, her character would have been hysterical if he'd have died.
That's what I was thinking.
So, yeah, she played it kind of low-key. But in the moment, you don't really clock it because you were involved. And they shot it really well, the whole scene. And then the fact, the flashback that you show how it's set up. It was brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
Big fucking show.
Big fucking show. For me, I would have been quite happy for the season to have ended here. There's still 20 more minutes to go. Gives you a lot more to the season and what's to come. But from what I've been pre-designed in most shows, like you have a build-up, you have your finale, resolution, and then cut to black. But Peaky Blinders is
They
a
know
different
how to work
short show. It's cut from a different cloth.
Extra, we know how to work it.
And then we divert now to the B storyline, which is kind of the communist activist.
Yeah.
Jessie Eden trying to start a revolution from obviously Tommy's workers have gone on strike and what's gone on. And he's been working kind of undercover and co-op in this role for like the government. So he's obviously, where's Jessie now? Slept with her, got the name of the main guy and the contact for the activist party. Then he goes to meet some PM, Prime Minister type government type of MP guy.
Yeah.
And like an aide to like Winston Churchill. And he's like, oh, you've got the information I need? He's like, yes.
Churchill was the man back then.
But then he holds him, not holds him to ransom, but cuts the deal with the information. Like, I can give you this information, but I think you find that the fact that I've got you this information makes me a much more valuable person than the information I'm giving you and what I can do for you in this establishment.
Yeah, step up.
Yeah. So this was good, but it slightly confused me because I didn't know whether now this position of power he was about to get means he don't need to now contact the activist, or because he's got the position of power, it makes him easier to contact him.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or not. I think now because he runs for mayor and you see all the Shelbys going in and all the people from Birmingham coming in to vote for him, so obviously he gets the role.
Yeah, trust.
So he becomes mayor of Birmingham, so that gives him a position of power, so he can influence a lot of things, including if people go on strike or not. So I don't think he does need the activist contact now, and I think he's used Jessie, but you see Jessie at the end as the side bit, even though his other side bit, who's just been pregnant with the baby that he's holding. So you see, it's like some love triangle. She even gives her the dirty look as well, don't she? At the end, and you're thinking,
Tommy, he's the pimp.
He is.
Safe to say.
He's still not fully over.
Gangster,
I think is
mayor,
it Grace
pimp.
from like the earlier seasons, his wife that died, but he does sleep a lot around.
Yeah, but he wasn't actually cheating on her though. When he was with her, he wasn't cheating on her.
So I'm not sure if Jesse's around because she's now his side bit, and the pregnant baby mama's allowing it, or he's keeping her around because he still needs her.
I think he needs her.
Because he still needs to speak to the contact, which is
so.
probably more likely, which is what they're probably going to delve into in season 5, 2019.
Wow. That's a long wait.
It is, but the fact that at least we know what to expect and what we can theorise and what maybe to hope for. I think this 20 minutes is kind of giving you what's to happen, but especially because the way season 3 ended last year, you were like, what happened? Why have these been carted away by the police? Why is Tommy not? What's the deal? And you're thinking, what's going on? Whereas this season, you got a resolution to the feud with the Changrettas.
A lot of shit was broken
down.
And
then the drip fed you a bit more information on what to expect next season.
Yeah.
Speaking of, so season's over. Very excited to what's to come next season.
The beach.
My apologies. I forgot Tom Hardy, Alfie Solomons. So Tommy has realised that he was set up because obviously the people that were brought in, obviously came through as Alfie's people. So Alfie struck a deal. So he can't allow this twice after what had happened in the previous season. He even warned Alfie as well, like whether it's business or blood, if you cross me again, I will kill you.
I will.
This time, it wasn't. It was business and blood. Yeah, it was over business, the boxing and everything, and giving up like the liquor to the Changrettas, but also Arthur could have died, along with a lot more of his other brothers.
Yeah, so I gotta kill you.
But there's a nice bit of dialogue between him on the beach, and some respect between him because he's not. These are men. He sees him on the beach. He walks over. He didn't just shoot him in the back, shoot him from a distance. He has the conversation. He tells him, "I'm going to have to kill you.
Look at me.
Look at me." But Arthur's already told. Oh, sorry. Alfie tells him, "Cancer's took me, mate. Yeah. Like it's coming. Took me.
I got it back in France.
In France, yeah.
The gas.
Because obviously you find out earlier on he's a captain.
Yeah.
In the war.
Yeah.
Because like when Changretta comes to take Alfie's business, he sees the grenade that he's planted, which is a flashback to season 3 when Tommy does it, and
he tied his lace, Alfie. He tied his lace.
Great moment.
Yeah, that's very.
Along with some great dialogue scene between.
That
was probably one of the best monologues between both of them last season as well, which is why I was looking forward to this scene that we came to, and then you see. Yeah, he's not turning around. He's hitting heights and Tommy's about ready to take him out, but he won't look at him. And then boom, Tommy shoots him. But at the same time, from the side, as his hands are still in the gun, he don't draw for nothing. He's had his hand on a gun the whole time in his pocket, and he just turns, shoots through the pocket, hits Tommy. I think it's the stomach or side graze.
But you know Tommy.
Yeah. Pow, and you see Alfie just get licked in the face.
Okay.
Bullet shot.
He says it's in the face.
I think it's
cheekbone. He caught him in the neck, like pow, like jugular. Yes. One of those moments.
But I'm going to be re-watching the whole season in a nice binge anyway shortly. Obviously, we're reacting quite fresh because it's only like a day old from the season review.
Definitely.
But yeah, from what I've seen at the time, in the moment and the impact, I thought he's dead. Especially with the dogs there licking him, and the fact that Tommy leaves.
I thought he'd give him a double tap.
I thought, because we're so used to Game of Thrones and Walking Dead that you go boom, you just put an extra one on the head just to make sure.
The bitch don't start crawling later.
But obviously, close personal friends, you don't want to go shoot him in the face, mess up his funeral, stuff like that. Don't identify the body. You obviously think you've shot him and killed him. So I think it's up for debate. He looks like he's been killed, but he could always come back. And for me, why would you ever write out the character? Not only the character of Alfie Solomons, which is great because of his angle with Tommy, but if you've got an A-class Hollywood star like Tom Hardy willing to do a TV show as a side character, why would you write him out of it if there's ever the possibility he can come back even for one episode as a cameo? It'd be worth it just for that plug. You could highlight that episode of him coming back and get such ratings. So I'm not being a fan here. I'm being that business type, but I mean,
get at us.
You've got to bring him back for me. So I hope he's alive and he comes back. But if he is,
he's dead.
Him and Tommy, that's going to be a nice angle. Especially with him as a mayor, him as cancer.
Yeah.
But they battle over things. But one thing I'm now looking forward to next season is I hope that they switch to New York and we get scenes with Michael in New York. Maybe with Al. Maybe with Luciano as his New York contact, which would be great. So there's a petition now at the moment, or a little post at the moment, for Stephen Graham, who played Al on Boardwalk Empire, to be Al Capone on Peaky Blinders. And with Stephen Graham being a Scouser and a British actor and a British show, very hopefully.
Sense, you know?
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
Fingers crossed for that. I'm gassed for that. Obviously, Cillian Murphy, star of the show. Hopefully he's going to be the main lead next year as the mayor. See what happens there. But until 2019, we do another season review. There might be another theory video to come, but definitely keep an eye out for the Boardwalk Empire season TV catch-up that we'll do as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So until the next video, deuce.